Hey, what's up guys? Blackbeard here with another edition of Games That Won't Kill Your Wallet. Today we're doing Tiny and Big, Grandpa's Leftovers. So I found this game on Steam. It was on sale. I want to save it for a couple bucks. I got it during their summer sale that they had earlier. And right now you can pick this game up for $10 on Steam, and I'll put the store page in the description below. The premise of this game is an odd one. I'll just, kind of preface this with that statement. The premise of this game is you play Tiny, who is the character on the screen, and you are going to find his brother Big, who's kind of a short and squatty guy, as you might see a little bit later if we get that far in the playthrough, who stole their grandpa's underpants. I'm just going to let that sink in for a second. So he stole his grandpa's underpants, and he came out to the middle of the desert where there's this giant temple where we eventually meet him at. And the reason these underpants are so important is because they have this mystical power about them. And they go through that later in the game, and this story is one of the more odd stories that I've seen in a video game. Like, it's out there. But, I mean, it's cool, it's quirky. The art style goes along with it. I mean, it's awesome. Now, the gameplay mechanics, you get 3 tools as your character, Tiny. You get a laser, which can cut any material in the game. I mean, if it's 3D, if it's a 3D object and not like a 2D, background texture or whatever, like a limit, a wall basically in the game world, you can cut it. Like, I can cut anything right now. Like that. Cut it, whatever you want to cut, you can cut. Also, you get this little rope. It's kind of like a grappling hook, and you can shoot it, and you can just drag stuff around. And Tiny has some superhuman strength because he's pulling around these giant boulders. And then the third tool is you get this gun that shoots rockets onto things, and then the rockets can propel, objects across, across the space. So what they do is basically they show you how to use these 3 items, and then the game's yours. They tell you, they give you a basic generic goal of like, okay, you need to get here, or you need to find this guy, or whatever. But other than that, how you get there, what you do on your way getting there, is completely up to you. Every single part of it's up to you, and that's what I really like about this game, and I think a lot of you guys would enjoy. This is kind of like a, use your imagination and explore, type game. This is a, play around with the mechanics and see what you can do, like what can you create. Like, I mean, there's a lot of fun things that you can do with this, and that's what, like I said, that's one of the things I really like about it, is they kind of just leave you to your own devices. It's not, here's this laser, this is the only thing you can cut, here's these rockets, this is the only thing you can use them on. It's not like there's special textured boxes and only this material can be cut. It's not like Portal in the sense, and I'm not knocking Portal or anything, I'm just saying that, they do have a game mechanic where it's like you can only use portals on this type of surface, and all I'm doing is making a comparison. That's not how it is with the laser or any of the tools in this game. If it's a 3D surface, you can use any of the tools on it. Now, you can't necessarily move mountains with the grappling hook. You gotta, cut stuff first. But you get where I'm going with this. So they kind of give you a bunch of puzzles, and they tell you like here's my objective is I need to get up there. So I go, okay, how am I gonna get up there? I can go about this any way I want to. What I'm gonna do is, the most obvious choice is I'm going to cut these stones this way and make a ramp for myself to walk up, and then I gotta clear the platform so I can use the grappling hook to pull these, and then the other one I can shoot a rocket on it and get it to move that way. And I could have done this a number of other ways, and it just depends on how you feel like playing. And so here we're gonna see what Big looks like. So yeah, like I said, the story's a little odd. The things that I love though, that like I just can't get enough of. I mean, the mechanics are good, like I've already stated. I really like the art style. As you can see, there is a ton of like, creative artwork in this game. It's not just, a generic like, oh, well, here's, this brick wall or whatever. Like you can see a lot of, TLC went into the design of all these levels. And this is one continuous level. Like I'm going to be climbing up this entire thing because I have to get to the top. And then the third thing that's awesome about this game is the music. Now, I'm a huge music guy. I will listen to anything, and I have to tell you, like, the music in this game is just awesome. If you're one of those, like, I don't really have a defined genre that I like, I just listen to music, oh, you'll just love this game. The songs are different. They range from, like, a weird disco, to, like, some odd, like, polka fusion, with like sounds like it has some hip hop and stuff in it as well. I mean, it's ridiculous, like the music that they have and like how it sounds and how it just adds to the overall feel of the game, and it adds a lot because the art style itself has kind of this quirky tone to it, and then you just add really good music on top of it, and it just makes the game like that much more powerful. And then the way that the mechanics are set up. The way the tools are set up on the mouse and the keyboard are just awesome. All the tools are located on the mouse. So, let me wait for this cutscene real quick. Come on. So, all the tools are located on my mouse. So, if I do left mouse button, got the laser. If I do the middle mouse button, click on the rolly wheel, do the rocket. And then if I do left mouse button, I do the grappling hook. Let me get something to grapple. So all of these are really close to your fingertips. It's not, press 1 to select this, press 2 to select this, press 3 to select this. It's all at your fingertips. It's super intuitive, and I feel that it's purely logical, to do it. I literally saw the instructions on, what the controls were once, and I was like, oh, okay, that's easy. And I really love that. That's another huge point that I like about this game, is they make the controls intuitive so you can pick up on the game really quickly, like the mechanics of it, and then you can explore, you're just thrown into exploring that much more quickly. They do have a few tutorial levels at the beginning. That's just to kind of get you used to everything, and, it's a little long. They could have just, put it in. I feel that they could have shortened the tutorial levels by a lot. They didn't have to. They made it like 3 or 4 separate levels. They could have just condensed it to like 1 or 2. But I mean, that's a small complaint that I've got on this. Now, for those of you guys who are, super big, in the story element of games and like really long games with huge, long storylines and things like that, I would throw you this warning. I played this game all the way through already, and I didn't explore too much. I explored a little bit, but I kept the pace pretty quick, and I completed this game in about 3 to 4 hours. Now, if I were to sit and explore every single thing and every single level, I'm pretty sure to have gotten multiple hours out of this, but it depends on how you play the game, and I like playing games a certain way, and you might play them a different way. So if you're a person who likes to kind of go off the beaten path, explore what you're doing in the game, explore different areas, and die, then I would definitely recommend this game. $10 isn't that bad. Now, and like I said, if you're one of those, I played through it, I'm kind of one and done, like I got the story and that's pretty much it, I would kind of wait for this to go on sale. I'd throw it on your wish list, and wait for it to come around again. But other than that, I mean, if this is your kind of thing where, you're kind of into the more odd, kind of the word that keeps coming to mind, I know it's a throwback word, groovy. It's like this groovy, weird, it's got a nice groove to it, type of game, and it's, like I said, I mean, I can't stress it enough. I know I've said it 20 times. The mechanics are solid. I love the mechanics of this game. The feel of the character movement's really smooth. I have a couple, like sometimes jumping is a pain in the ass. Like there's a couple spots, yeah. Like there's a couple spots where you think you're gonna make it and you don't make it for some reason. But that's my only complaint with the controls, really. It's a fun adventure. It gets a little weird at times, but I mean, most people are, looking into stories that are a little different nowadays. So, with that, I'm gonna leave you guys with this gameplay. I don't want to spoil too much. I don't want to get too far into the game. And once again, these aren't Let's Play videos. When I research what game I want to buy. I really want to see some gameplay of it, and Let's Play videos are cool and all, but I don't want to be that kind of channel. I just want to show you guys the game real quick, tell you, what I like, what I don't like about it, not just I'm going to play this game and react to it, and just, if you like it, awesome. If not, cool. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. So anyways, on that note, if you guys like this video, go ahead and click the like button. I'm going to try and keep doing as many videos as I can where I can get you good deals on games, where I can find you games that are for cheap and they're worth it, and they're not going to be, huge AAA titles unless there's a AAA title up for, $10, $5. So if you want to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitter. I would love to tweet some of you guys, see what games you're looking at, things like that. I'm always interested in, meeting new people. Excuse me. And also, I have a Twitch channel. I'll put the Twitch channel in the description below as well. I normally stream on Sundays, around afternoon to evening, just depends. And I'll kind of randomly stream during the week. So if you're into streaming, and you want to see me play some of these games more, because that's basically what the stream's going to be, is I'm going to be doing almost full playthrough of some of these games. Just come on by. Like, I would love to talk to you guys. Like, I'm super talkative as it is. And don't be shy. Like, a lot of people will come into my stream and then it's like, oh, hi, new person, and they just dart out. So don't be nervous, Nelly. Like, come on by, say what's up, ask me how my day is going. I would love to talk to you guys. So with that said, this is Blackbeard, as always, trying to find you games that won't kill your wallet.